Yo, what's good everyone? Thank you for tuning in to today's video. If you're new around here, my name is Aiden, and I know it's been a couple of weeks since I actually did a video last, but honestly, I've been super busy. There hasn't been too many releases, and even though I've had the shoe that we are going to be reviewing for a few days already, I even posted them up on the community tab. Today is actually the very first chance that I've had to be able to sit down in front of the camera to actually show you guys these shoes. Now, normally I would actually have the shoe in hand already, but I will get into the reasons as to why I don't as we go throughout the video. But I don't want to take up too much time on the intro. I've rambled on enough already, so just sit back, relax, and let's go ahead and get straight into this video. So just like we always do before we get into the shoes, let's just kick this off with the packaging. And the packaging itself doesn't really change, or at least not that often. So the box that we get is just your very standard red Nike sportswear box. We see this pretty much every single review. So again, not going to take up too much time on the box itself. Now, if we do take a quick look at the label, which reads, we have the Nike Air Max 1 SC in the LT or wood brown bronze white colourway, and as always, as it is a personal pair, it is a UK size 9. Now that's the size label for anyone who wants to check it out. That's how it should look. That's how it looks on my pair. And as I was saying in the intro, the reason I didn't have the shoe in hand is because, again, for a very weird unknown reason, the shoe itself is actually double wrapped. I don't know why they're doing it. I'm not a fan of it. It's only a little thing, but it's all this extra tissue paper that I personally don't need. So I couldn't be bothered to get the shoes out, to rewrap them, to put them back in the box, to get them out again. Seemed like a job too many. So with all things said, we haven't come for the box, we haven't come for the packaging. So let's go ahead and just get straight into the shoes. Another job that I don't want to do. I mean, it's just super unnecessary. I mean, I know I say this in every one of my videos. This may even be clipped as a clip for the video itself. It's just an unnecessary thing. Like, why would you take the packaging out of one set of night boxes to then add it into another? And it's not even the shoe that I need. Fantastic. I had to get the other one and unwrap that one as well. Wonderful. So without any further ado, the moment we've all been waiting for, in hand we have the Nike Air Max 1 SC in the bronze colourway. Now this shoe did actually release unofficially, but almost officially as part of a pack. Now we started off by seeing earlier on in the year the Nike Air Max 1 Meek Greens, which we have also done a review on the channel for, and that was then followed up by one of my favourite releases of the year, the Clear Jades, which again we have also reviewed on this channel as well. Now this is the third installment on the SC series, which a lot of you guys have actually been telling me what that means, which I really do appreciate, because in the Clear Jades review I did mention I had absolutely no idea what it meant, but apparently SC stands for Sports Classic, so hopefully that's right. Hopefully you guys aren't giving me some wrong information, but that's what I've been told, so that's just what we'll go with. So if you have actually stumbled across my review, maybe this is the first time you see in my channel, in this review I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know about this shoe, and that starts with materials. We go all the way through to sizing, so hopefully by the end of this video we can help you guys decide whether this is something you're going to add to your own personal collection as well. So just diving straight into this one, starting out with the upper to begin with, and for this one, just like what we've seen previously, as I mentioned earlier with the Mika Greens and the Clear Jades, this shoe does actually follow the exact same format as far as the colour blocking is concerned. Now for this one we do see a very nice combination of that bronze, white, and I believe like a sandy colour. I'll be honest, it's giving off a strong teddy bear vibe. I'm not really sure how you would really describe that, maybe light brown. But the overall colour combination is definitely giving off a very strong autumnal vibe, which is definitely something that I personally am a very big fan of with this one in particular. With that said, if we kick this off from the front of the shoe and we'll gradually work our way back. So at the base of the shoe we do have your pretty typical all white mesh material making up the toe box itself, which is then accented nicely with this very nice, soft to the touch, bronze coloured leather around the toe box making up this mudguard. Now the leather itself is the exact same leather that we've actually seen again on the Mika Greens and the Clear Jades. As far as I'm concerned, it's of the exact same quality. So if you picked up either of those previous two colourways, and you're looking to pick these up as well, you pretty much should have a good understanding as to what the quality's like. Has a very nice overall soft texture to it. Also has a really nice texture in itself, so it looks like it's slightly pre-tumbled. Is it genuine leather? Probably not. Does it really matter? Absolutely not, as far as I'm personally concerned. And I do feel like the overall look and feel of the material is absolutely fine on my pair in particular. Fortunately enough for me, again, no QC faults, which is definitely something that's always very much welcome. Now, as we do continue to work our way throughout the rest of the upper, we then see a nice transition into some different materials. So we see this first and foremost on the U-throw, as we do have this very nice rough to the touch suede make up this U-throw material, and I will be honest, it's kind of giving off like a teddy bear vibe to me. I mean, there's no real technical way to describe it when you describe it like that, but overall, the overall quality is absolutely fine. Nothing too premium, but that's absolutely fine. Now, as we then work our way into the midfoot portion, it's a much shorter herd suede than what we've actually seen on the U-throw, but again, it's a very similar colour tone, so it definitely works very, very nicely. And then featured in the middle of the midfoot itself, just like what we saw with the mudguard, we have that exact same bronze coloured tumbled leather making up this Nike swoosh, and that is the same on both the lateral and medial sides. From there, as we then work our way onto the ankle collar, just starting off with the top eye stays to begin with. Now, the eye stays themselves have been constructed from a bronze TPU material, and as we then reach the ankle collar, just like what we saw with the toe box, we do have that exact same all-white mesh material make up the ankle liner itself. As we then reach the heel, again, the makeup is pretty much the exact same as what we've seen throughout the rest of the shoe. So we have that very nice hue of bronze around the bottom on the mudguard. In the middle, we then have that short herd, slightly rough to the touch suede. And then completing the look to the heel itself, we do have that very nice bronze coloured Nike Air branding actually embroidered into the centre of the heel. A very, very nice look in my humble opinion. Now, when it does come to the overall lacing options for this one, we do only actually get one set of laces. And the laces that come in the shoe to begin with are just your pretty typical all white flat shoelace, is probably the more technical way to describe it. I personally believe that's the best lace option for this particular shoe. I think it works best. I'm not going to recommend a lace swap. I think the way that it looks is absolutely fine as is. So I'm just going to leave that exactly as it comes out of the box. Now, just beneath the lace themselves, again, we do see more of that all-white mesh material making up the base of the tongue itself. And then featured at the top of the tongue, we do have that white tongue tag. And again, we do see more hues of that very nice bronze colour, again featured on that Nike Air Max branding. As we then reach onto the inside of the shoe, again, we do actually have more hues of white, this time making up this all-white cotton sock liner. Now, because we do have a white sock liner and a white ankle collar, I would say do proceed with caution. You could potentially see colours bleeding onto the shoe, so if you're wearing this with jeans in particular, definitely do watch out because it is always a killer when it does come to shoes like this. But otherwise, I feel like it's absolutely fine. If you don't like white sock liners, you probably won't like this one. But overall, it's just a pretty standard sock liner as far as Air Max 1s go. And as we then continue to work our way even further onto the inside of the shoe, again, we do have a very basic insole, done with that mostly all white colour, but again, we do have those hues of bronze featured on that Nike Air branding. And then just to close that in terms of the details, as we do work our way down to the midsole, we do have a polyurethane material making up the midsole itself, and as is ever present, we do have that visible air unit featured towards the heel. Unfortunately, like a lot of more recent Air Max 1 releases, there's no colour tint to the air unit. I always prefer when they just slap a little bit of colour in there. It doesn't have to be too much. It could be bronze, it could be any other colour. I just feel like it just needs a little something in there, but otherwise there's honestly not really a lot to complain about there. And then as we do work our way onto the outsole of the shoe, we do have your classic Air Max 1 style of outsole with that waffle design, and it has been done of that mostly two-tone colour combination of black and white, but just beneath the toe box we do have that very nice hue of bronze. Once again, in my personal opinion, a very nice design choice. Now, when it does come to the overall sizing for these, just like I suggest in every single one of my Air Max 1 reviews, I am just going to recommend that you just go with your natural true to size fit. If you don't know what that is, fortunately enough, these are sitting at every single major retailer. So head down to your local retailer, try them out for yourself before buying. But outside of that, I think if you are ordering these online, going true to size, you'll be absolutely fine. And then other than that, we've covered everything that you need to know. So if we now just go ahead and just wrap up this video. So just to wrap up this video, so you guys can get out of here, in terms of my overall opinion on the shoe itself, to give these a ranking, I'm going to say they are a very solid 7.5 out of 10 for me. Now, I will be honest, it is a very nice, clean, autumnal shoe. It's a great shoe for the autumn time and the fall seasons, depending on where you are. But if I were to rank this against the other two in the collection, I will be honest, this is coming out at third for me. So if I were to rank them, I am going to say that the Clear Jade is clear number one for me. It's still my favourite of the three. It's the most wearable, it's the most versatile. It's definitely the brightest and the loudest colourway of the three. And with that, it's just my personal favourite. I think overall, it is the best colourway. Now, coming in as a close second, we then have the Mika Greens, which, again, super nice, super wearable colourway. Probably one of the Air Max ones of the year that I've actually seen most in real life, not just online. I've seen people wearing these at football games, just out and about shopping and going for meals, whatever people do when they wear these. I have seen this shoe a dozen times, which I will be honest, where I live personally, you don't really see too many of these Air Max ones floating about. Maybe you'll see the odd one here and there, but this is definitely one of those repeat offenders that I just see constantly. So he definitely is up there as a fan favourite for a lot of people. So this is definitely high on the list and has to come in as a close second. And then in at number 3 would be the bronzes. Again, very, very nice, clean, simple shoe. You definitely can't go wrong with it. And I just feel like personally, in at number 3 isn't necessarily a bad spot, especially when you compare it to the other two. But that's really all I have to say about it. I'd love to get your guys' take on it as well. So do let me know what you think of my rating. Let me know what you think of the pack. So if you want to rank them from 1 through 3, do make sure to let us all know in the comment section down below. And just like I say in each and every one of my videos, for everyone that stuck with us right the way until the end, I do just want to say a massive thank you. If you haven't already, please feel free to smash that subscribe button. Also do make sure the bell notification is switched on so you never miss a video. And I hope to see you all again in the next one. Peace.